of the River Tyne. Take me home to the place that I call mine. It's a place I love best, 'cause it's better than the rest. Take me home to the banks of the River Tyne. There's lights that burn so brightly, in the northeast sky they shine. From the place that Geordies worship, where legends wear number 9. You can travel right round the world, even meet the Pope in Rome. But nothing beats the feeling of when you come back here to home. No matter how life changes, we'll never be far apart. The northeast always home, and it's always in your heart. Take me home to the banks of the River Tyne. Take me home to the place that I call mine.
Yes, guys, welcome to It's All Black and White TV. I wasn't planning on doing a show tonight, but you know what? I thought, yes, let's have a full time and get in. Come on, semi-finals, we are here. Yes, we have beaten Leicester City and we are in the semi-finals. Get in, get in. You know, it's been a long time coming in the League Cup. The last time we got even the final of the League Cup was 1976. So now we're in the semi-finals. Can we go all the way? Of course we can. Why not? Before I get into the show, guys, if you like what you see, please hit that like button. It really does help the channel up the search results, and it does help on the algorithms. So I've got 10 people watching at the moment. Please smash those likes. It really is appreciated. And also, if you're brand new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. It's free to do so. Helps the channel grow. I'm at 250 subscribers. 50 away from that magical 300. And also hit the bell notification, tells you when I'm live or a pre-record or any upcoming shows. So thank you very much, guys. Sorry, I'm just a bit excited because, like, you know, it's been a long time since we've ever been in the semi-final of a League Cup. You know, the last time I remember we've been in like an FA Cup, and that is, you know, it goes back to the 2000s. But you know, we had 2 FA Cup finals in a row, 98, 99. We've got beat off Arsenal, Man United. But do you know what? We're in the League Cup semi-final. Who do we want in the semi-final? Preferably a Manchester derby would be better. And we get either Southampton or, Wolves or Forest. Because Southampton got Man City tomorrow. But guys, get your comments in. What do you think of tonight's game? Who was man of the match? But I tell you what, I think Sky got it right. Bruno was definitely man of the match. He was fantastic tonight. But the whole team was fantastic. As a whole, we are back to winning ways. And it just proved bounce back ability is back with a bang. And it's exactly how I thought it would go. So I'm going to get into some comments first of all, guys, before Pablo says, what a great team win. And just 180 minutes away from Wembley. How are the lads? Absolutely. That's it. We've only got 2 legs. Then we get to Wembley. But as I say, if we get Nottingham Forest or Wolves, that would be ideal. Absolutely brilliant. This is only going to be a short show, but tomorrow night I will have a full review. Lewis says, yes, Sim. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. We played well tonight. Maybe in that first half, we could have been 3 or 4-0 up in that first half. The chances we had, you know, we could have been well ahead in that game in the first half and had that game put to bed. But you know what? It doesn't matter. We did the job. Dan Burn. My God, Dan Burn. We'll get on to him in a moment anyway. Knight says, Burn's goal worthy of a winger. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Rory's in the house. My mate Rory, he says, hi, Tony, tell me ma, I won't be home for tea. We're going to Wembley, tell me ma. Do you know what, Rory? We are on our way, mate, I tell you now, because, well, we've only got 100, as Pablo says, 180 minutes of football, and we could be in that Wembley Stadium in a Carabao Cup final. And do you know what? You keep my prediction alive, Newcastle, because I did say at the beginning of the season, before a ball was kicked, we would win the Carabao Cup. And you know what? We're not that far away. Lewis, I was at the game. Excellent, Lewis. I bet you, absolute. I bet you. I mean, the atmosphere on TV, watching it, sounded and looked absolutely fantastic. Being at the game was probably even that little bit better, if not 100 times better. Joseph, are you send the link? It's not a match reaction show tonight, mate. But I'm looking at doing something like that maybe tomorrow. This is just literally a last minute I put together. I wasn't going to do a show, but then I thought, you know what? Let's have one. Why not? Let's have a reaction. You know, it just showed you. It's the same when we got beat off Liverpool. We came back and we went on an unbeaten run. We started with the draw Palace and then the draw Bournemouth. This time we got beat at Sheffield Wednesday in the cup. We've come back with a 2-0 win against the Leicester side in the cup. So, you know, bounce back ability, it just shows you we have that in the bag at Newcastle United. For a fan's reaction. That'll be tomorrow probably. BF Aiken, just as I predicted earlier, 2-0. We will draw Man City in semi as they want to set up a Manchester Derby final. Well, I said 2-0 as well, and I got my prediction right. Although I don't think the score as I would have got on. But do you know what? It doesn't matter who we get in the semi-final. Nobody will want to play us. That's the problem. Nobody wants to play us. And whoever we get in the semi-final, bring it on. Bring it on. Joseph Gordon says, Bruno, man of the match. Yeah, absolutely. Knight says, I was actually impressed with Sky's coverage tonight. They showed in the changing room after Bruno went in and they took the photo. Yeah, I saw that. That was absolutely fantastic. Do you know what? People are starting to take us serious now because they know we are back and we are back with a bang. Jess says, hey, Tony mate, what a win. Bruno deserved man of the match, but so did Mickey. Yeah, absolutely. The whole team were fantastic, really, weren't they? I mean, you know, even, I tell you what, probably tipped it over the edge for Bruno was the way he took the referee out. That was bloody brilliant, wasn't it? When he slid in and got the referee as well, and and it was nice to see the referee actually had a sense of humour over that as well. So, well done, Darren England, for actually having a sense of humour, because some referees might not have, but he did. And you know what? Well done to Darren England, by the way, even though I questioned some of his yellow cards. Pablo says, I agree with Sky. Bruno's my man in the match, and I'd take Forest or Wolves. Yeah, absolutely. Time of the day, why not? Matt from Australia, he says, hi, Tony and chat. That's fantastic win. Yes, Matt. Hi, mate. And, you had to get up an early hour to watch this game in Australia, but I tell you what, I bet you're glad you got up early now, mate. I bet you're glad. Alan, who asked me if I was doing a show tonight, and I said, I don't think I will be, but I'm sorry, Alan, I had to put a show on. I couldn't not put a show on. I had to do something, but absolutely, I am. A few Jack Daniels and Cokes, lovely, go down well as when you're watching the match. He says, great performance, so pleased with Burn, local hero, Bruno and Big Joe, so good, absolutely, mate, well done. Lewis says it was effing buzzing at full time. I bet it was, Lewis. I bet it was. I can imagine what the atmosphere was like. Sefton's in the house. Hey, Sefton. Good lad. Nice to see you, mate. He says, get in, Toons Beauty. Buzzing. How are the lads? Absolutely, mate. How are the lads? We're into the semi-finals. How good does this feel? Everybody was down after Saturday, after losing to Sheffield Wednesday in the FA Cup at Hillsborough. But now we're on cloud nine again. We're back up where we belong. Knight says, we have made an approach and contract offers to Mukoko. Fingers crossed. Yes, fingers crossed, because I'll tell you what, this guy is a player. And if we can get him over the line, that would be one hell of a signing, Nate. Absolutely agree. Paul, haha, did you see Burns dance in the dressing room? Do you know what? I did see that. And that was brilliant. It was like, what the hell is this? And he says he's been watching Jacob Murphy too much, apparently. Sorry, I hissed that, apparently. That's all right, mate, no worries. We know what you mean. They are the rumours there that we're after him. I know that, mate. Yeah. Newcastle back to winning ways. Yes, says Gary. Yeah. Well, it's never in doubt, Gary. It was never in doubt, mate. I'll tell you that now because, it's bounce back ability. That's what it is. And yeah, that's exactly what it was. But what a game. What a game. And I'm going to put that in the chat now. There you go. Bounce back ability. Luke says, what a night. Brilliant from the lads and a way to bounce back. Absolutely, Luke. It's the way you have to bounce back. And that's the thing. This is twice we've lost this season and we've shown how we can bounce back. Yes, we got the draw against Palace after the Liverpool defeat. We should have won that game. VAR screwed us over in that game. We know that. But we still went on an unbeaten run. And we can do the same now. Go on an unbeaten run again. So maybe the Sheffield Wednesday thing was just a little bit of a glitch in the season. Yes, we're not in the FA Cup, but who cares? We're in the Carabao Cup semi-finals. And if we win the Carabao Cup, it's a trophy. And, we don't care how much some people don't value it. We value it because at the end of the day, that is a major trophy in the season. And to win a major trophy, and I tell you what, our club will go lift off if we win that trophy. And can you imagine how... I just can't imagine what the town will be like. The tune will be absolutely buzzing. Because if we're at Wembley that day, you'll not get in the pubs for a start because they'll all be packed to the rafters. But it'll tell you what, it'll be a fantastic day. And if we win the trophy and bring it home to Newcastle, I'll tell you what, be one hell of a celebration and a lot of sore heads, I can tell you that now. Because I'll tell you what, I remember when we got promoted under Keegan, and I remember being in the parade when the open top bus came around, and I tell you what, I stood at the Haymarket, and I tell you what, you couldn't move for anybody. I think at one point I was actually lifted off the ground, my feet lifted off the ground because people were pushing you that much. You actually just lifted off the ground. But I'll tell you what if that was just winning the championship in that division, the first division, to go to the Premier League. But can you imagine what will happen if we win a cup? I mean, Jesus Christ, that would just be the icing on the cake. And do you know what? I'd love to be there for the open top bus parade if we win this trophy. And do you know what? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry if you think I'm getting carried away. I'm not getting carried away. I'm just like thinking, Jesus, can you imagine what's going to happen when we win our first trophy? The tune is going to be absolutely mental. But you know what? Bring it on. Can't wait. Bring on Man U, nothing to fear. Absolutely, Sefton. Absolutely. Yes, they beat Charlton 3-0. But you know what? That's Charlton. Knight says, I wonder how long it is till a long staff isn't good enough. Starts on social media and Maxi has another fall now, even though you could see how close they are in the coverage. Do you know what it is, Nate? Yes, Longstaff had a good game tonight. He could have scored maybe, but we're not going to criticise him, that's for sure. But no, he had a good game tonight. He got a yellow card and Maxi came on. Maxi did well. And do you know what? Maxi was absolutely fine when he came on. There was nothing wrong with Maxi. And all these people are saying there's been a fallout with him and Eddie. If there was a fallout with him and Eddie, he wouldn't be in that squad tonight. He wouldn't have even gone on that pitch tonight. So I hope all those doubters are now put wrong and said, look, do you know what? We've got it wrong. Yes, it was an illness and it wasn't it wasn't an illness and it was nothing other than that. Ugh, sorry, I can't get my words out because I'm just that excited that we've won tonight. It's absolutely brilliant, guys. Sorry. Luke says, if we get to Wembley, last out in Newcastle, we'll turn the lights out, please. Do you know what? Tell you what, getting tickets for that game. God, the website, the whole internet's going to go boom. It's going to blow up, isn't it? So, yeah, it's going to be fantastic. Gary say the AC comes in threes, 2 draws and out the FA Cup, and that's our 3, Tony. Absolutely, Gary. Things do come in threes, mate. And but yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with that one. Nate says, bring back the singles by the finalists. I'd love to hear a Dan Burn rap, lol. Yeah, I would love to hear Dan Burn rap. It would be absolutely brilliant, wouldn't it? Can't wait for the semi-final now. It has a good game. Like, yeah, absolutely. Do you know what I'm going to do tomorrow night? I'm going to do a Carabao Cup draw. So when the Carabao Cup draw's on live, I'm going to do the draw on here. So as they're mentioned on the TV, I'll come out and do the draw on here. So if you want to join me on that, I'll do that tomorrow night. Don't know what time the draw is, but I'll have a look into that, and there will be a show for that, guys. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned. I like coffee. Hi again, Tony. No, hi again. I like coffee. What a result, mate. What a result. Burns scored a proper striker's goal. Didn't he just, mate? Sefton, it's a long way to Wembley Stadium. It's a long way to go. It's a long way to Wembley Stadium. It's the only team I know. Absolutely, mate. I'll tell you what, London will absolutely love it if we get to Wembley, because when we take all our Geordie fans down there, London will make an absolute fortune, because our fans will spend money all the way down there. Alan says, oh, a whiz, criticising him after that missing the second minute, but let him off. Team performance was very good. Yeah, absolutely. The team performance was brilliant. Bruno could have scored a couple quite easily. I mean, Bruno was fantastic tonight, wasn't he? And absolutely brilliant. All right, Coffee Man, you look dangerous, but the Ericsson Anthony goals in Rashford brace. Hope they get City. Do you know what? I would love a Manchester derby in that semi-final. That would just be brilliant for us. Ali Coffee says Ericsson's was ruled out, but I think the build-up was crazy. I haven't seen any of the Man U because I was watching Newcastle game. Alan says, hope we get Wolves or Forest and either Manx in the final. Yeah, absolutely. Do you know what it is, though? I think, do you know what would be more fitting, I think? And it would be absolutely fantastic if it was us and Man City in the final. I don't know what's going on with me late there, guys, but just bear with me. That's it. But yeah, if we got Man City in the final, I think that would be a cracking game, because it would be a game against two sides who are attacking, and yeah, it would be absolutely fantastic. So, and people will call it the Middle East Derby, but you know what? It would be a great final, us and Manchester City, and that would be brilliant. Neil, Tony boy, hi Neil, hope you're well, mate. Andrew's in the house. Hi Andrew, hope you're well, mate. He says that was canny good. That was brilliant, Andrew, wasn't it? Absolutely, just what we needed after that result against Sheffield Wednesday. All right, coffee. I predicted 2-0, got spot on. Woo-woo. So did I. Do you know what? Now I wish I put a bloody bet on it. Gary says, well, draw be on BBC or Sky. We all know how long Sky take to take the draw last time round, Tony. Yeah, they took an age last time. I remember when I done it last time, it took ages, didn't it? I mean, God, I think I was on a good 40 minutes before it actually started the draw. So it's on Sky, unfortunately, Gary, sorry. But yeah, I don't know what time it is, but we'll have to have a look into that. They call it the Oil Classico. Absolutely. Absolutely, I like coffee. I mean, like I say, what a game tonight. What a game, absolutely brilliant. I'm going to get into a couple of points in a moment. But guys, I've got 25 people watching at the moment. So please smash those likes, guys, because it really does help the channel up the search results. And even if you don't stay on and you go off, smash it on your way out, please. The likes, absolutely important to the channel. Thank you very much. And also, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. That is free to do so. Helps the channel grow. I'm at 250 subscribers. I'm looking to get to 300 now. And also hitting the bell notification also tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows. So thank you for that, guys. But yeah, I mean, tonight I got the team right. What I thought was going to start tonight. if you look at my preview for this game, I got the team selection spot on, absolutely spot on. But yeah, so tonight the first goal went in by this guy, Dan Burn. And what a goal from Dan Burn as well. I mean, not only did he get to the box, but he also beat a couple of defenders. And the way he took it, you'd expect this guy to score maybe with a header. But the way he scored, I mean, what a goal. What a great goal by this guy. And yeah, came from Willock to Joe Linton and to Dan Burn. And yeah, he slotted it past Danny Ward. And it was a brilliant goal. Brilliant goal from Big Dan Burn. And then this guy got the second goal, Joe Linton. And again, another well-deserved goal. Absolute fantastic goal. Almiron's ball, straight out of Joe Linton. Bang, past the goalkeeper, past Danny Ward. He had no chance whatsoever. And yeah, what a goal. Absolutely fantastic from Joe Linton. And do you know what? Playing as a midfielder, he's getting more goals now as a midfielder than he was when he was playing up front for us. So, and it just shows you how much Eddie Howe has changed this guy 100%. Because this guy now looks like, he doesn't look like a £40 million player no more, this guy. And maybe some people may think I'm exaggerating, but I think this guy's double his worth. I think he's at least an £80 million player now. Because he is thriving in midfield, and it's all down to this guy here on screen, Eddie Howe. He's changed the dynamics of how he plays, especially Joe Linton, how he's changed Joe Linton around. What he's done to this guy, Miggy Almiron, he's changed him into a better player as well. You know, so it just proves you what a coach Eddie Howe is. And then this guy was deservedly man of the match tonight, without a shadow of a doubt. What a player he is. And I'll tell you what, we got a bargain. Leon fucked up, yeah, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry for swearing, guys, but Leon did. They messed up Bigsdale because they let him go for too cheap. And I think we got a hell of a bargain. And if there's ever a bargain of the century, then this guy on screen, Bruno, is bargain of the century in my eyes. He's if not the best midfielder in the Premier League in my eyes. If you agree with me, get your comments in, guys. Do you think Bruno is a bargain of the century and the best in the Premier League? Let me know. Right, I'm going to get into some more comments, guys. So I'm on a bit of a high tonight, aren't I? Right, let's get to where I was, which comment I was at. Sorry, guys. Right, I will get to the comments. Julie says, hi all. Hi, Julie. Hope you're well. Hope you enjoyed the game. Andrew says, Dan Burn, he's the greatest dancer. Yeah, he certainly had a go, didn't he, at dancing Dan Burn. I like coffee. This was Newcastle. We love to watch play. Not that we only saw it Wednesday, no, absolutely. Well, that's what we're saying. It's a totally different team that played it Wednesday. Even Chris Wood didn't get off the bench today, did he? So that just shows you. Julie says, burn, baby, burn. Tune Inferno. Do you know what? That could catch on, Julie. Burn, baby, burn. Tune Inferno. Yeah, do you know what? That could definitely catch on. LA Coffee, Burn could have had a header. Yeah, he could have. He could have had a couple tonight, couldn't he? And Tanji's in. Hi, Tanji. I hope you're well, mate. I hope you enjoyed the game. Big Daddy Burn. What a story. So happy for him. Do you know what I am? It's a Geordie. He's come, he's conquered, and he scored a goal at St James's Park, where he used to have a season ticket, where his family's got season tickets. Do you know what? What a story that is, you know, for Dan Burn, the Geordie, to come back to Newcastle and score at St James's Park. You know, how happy must he be tonight? He must be absolutely buzzing. Andrew says, could have been 7-0. Someone's getting it. I tell you what, Andrew, it could well have been about 7-0 tonight, because we had the chances tonight to put that to bed like that. And I mean, in the first couple of minutes, Almiron had a chance, didn't he, as well? Someone is going to get a hammering, and who knows, it could be Fulham on Sunday. Because remember, Fulham have got to play on Thursday night, so we've got 48 hours over them. Tanji says, Willock was fantastic tonight. I thought, yes, he was. Willock had a great game, full of energy, full of running, and yeah, I thought he had a terrific game. Julie says, yeah, Willock on fire tonight. Absolutely, he certainly was on fire. Foxy says, how shown why he has the right to rotate the squad. We were brilliant tonight. Yes, we were, Foxy. We were absolutely spot on tonight. And it just proves that, yes, we rotated on Saturday, but we came back tonight, and we came back with a bang. We came back with something to prove. And it just proves that 11 we had out tonight is our best 11 we've got. Well, saying that, one of the best 11 because we've got players on the bench. We've got players back on the bench. Isak on the bench. St. Maximin on the bench. Isak came on and done okay. St. Maximin came on and done okay as well. Got a couple of decent crosses in. So anybody who thinks St. Maximin Eddie House had a falling out need to think again, because there was no show of it on that pitch tonight there, that's for sure. Gary says that's 5 we've put past Leicester in 2 games. Yeah, it is, Gary. Absolutely. We've put 5 past Leicester now, and 3-0 Boxing Day, 2-0 tonight. And we've got to play them again at home as well this season, haven't we? So who knows how many we'll put past them next time. We could have put more past them tonight, to be fair, but do you know what? At the end of the day, again, it's another clean sheet. Yes, guys, another clean sheet for Nick Pope. Yes, Nick Pope had one touchy moment in that first half when he put the ball out. But other than that, I thought Nick Pope didn't put a foot wrong, and he was absolutely brilliant tonight. Miggy's assist for Joe Linton was magic, says Tangi. Yes, it was. It was fantastic, that, wasn't it? Brilliant. Ali Coffee Voddy looked dangerous when he came on, but lost his touch. He did. He missed a sitter in front of goal as well, didn't he? But do you know what? I don't care. We kept a clean sheet. We won the game. Miggy is messy, says Julie. Do you know what? Miggy had a cracking game tonight. I was absolutely overjoyed with what Miggy done tonight. Christopher says, great to see the lads bounce back. Not just scraping through either. A really dominant performance. Joe Linton man the match for me. Do you know what, Christopher? It was a brilliant game. And yeah, the lads deserved it tonight. And yes, it was nice to see that we came back and came back with aplomb as well. And that's exactly what we wanted to see. We wanted to see a reaction. We got the reaction. And the reaction was, we've won 2-0 and we're in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. Bring it on. I would quite happily take Wolves or Forest and let the 2 Manchester clubs fight it out between them. That's providing Southampton don't upset Man City tomorrow night, by the way, which really they shouldn't do. Ali Coffee, Iosi stomped on Bruno's knee. Bruno got one back on Iosi, and then Bruno took it out on the ref. Yeah, that was brilliant the way Bruno took that referee out, wasn't it? Absolutely fantastic. And yeah, at least the referee saw the funny side of it and he had a laugh with Bruno. But yeah, it was comical, wasn't it? But that's Bruno all over. Guys, I've got 45 watching at the moment, so if you like what you see, please smash that like button. It really does help the channel. So if each and every one of you smash that like, in fact, I've got 47 watching, please smash those likes. It really does help the channel, and it's much appreciated as well. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. It's free to do so, helps the channel grow. I'm currently on 250. Next target is 300. I've got 53 people watching. Please smash the subscribe and the like button as well, please. It does help the channel. Thank you very much, guys. I'm going to go into some more comments here as well. Paul says, I thought it was going to be one of those days and going to pens. Do you know what, Paul? I thought it was at first because we were hit. Everything we were putting towards them wasn't going in. And I thought, oh, are we going to actually score tonight? But I did say once we did score, we would go and win the game comfortably, and that's exactly what we did. We won it comfortably. Yeah, Vardy came on. Do you know what? When they brought Vardy on, I was thinking, I'm not even bothered about him coming on because, we're in the lead. We're going to win this, and we certainly did. Gary said, I think Vardy will hang his boots up the end of the season. He's 36-year-old tomorrow, Tony. Do you know what? Yeah. I don't think he's the player he used to be, is he, Vardy now? His age is catching up, unfortunately. But he's still got pace, so. Andrew, I haven't been too well in the last few days, and that team spirit is a great tonic. Do you know what, Andrew? Get well soon, mate. But I'll tell you what, I hope that performance tonight has really lifted you tonight, and I hope it's made you feel a little bit better than you were anyway. So get well soon, mate. And I'm sure a lot of people in chat will say get well soon to Andrew as well, because Andrew is a great guy, and he's one of my regulars on here. Tanji, another one of my regulars. Man City have Poznan dance. We should do the same and do the Burn Dan dance. Do you know what? That's not a bad idea, Tanji. I like that. That may catch on, mate. That may catch on. So hopefully, we might start doing that. Paul says, what I found interesting tonight was Dan Ashworth's interview. Yes. I mean, I was doing my warm-up show at the time when that came on, but I think that shows you where the club is at now. I mean, for even our sporting director to do an interview on Sky, but it shows you where Sky are with our team as well, because what they're doing is that they're looking at our club now and they're saying we are no longer the laughingstock that we used to be of the Premier League. We are now taken as a serious contender in this Premier League, and rightly so. Julie's done what a certain Alan Shearer has done, return home in Newcastle and become a hero. Absolutely, Julie. Do you know what? I agree with that 100%. That's exactly what he's done. And, totally agree. Foxy says, think Joe Linton still needs to work on his game a bit on the ball. Gave possession away more than anyone else, but absolute beast out of possession. Brilliant goal, and didn't he assist Burns' goal? Yes, he did, yes. From Willock's pass. But, I agree with what you're saying, Foxy, but you know what? I still think Joe Linton's a different player since Eddie Howe's changed his formation. I mean, the guy is, like you say, Joe Linton is an absolute beast. I mean, what a player this guy is, I mean, absolutely fantastic. He gives a battling display on and off, on the pitch, and gives his all. I mean, he must have been disappointed on Saturday when he set Chris Wood up with a goal, with a shot. And for Chris Wood to put that over the bar, Joe Linton must have been seething after that point. But yeah, guys, I mean, what a performance this guy's put in tonight. And must have ran Bruno close to being man of the match, that's for sure. So let's get back into some comments here. Sefton says, who's that team we call United? Who's that team we all adore? Absolutely. Yeah, too right, mate. Mark says, great win. I think we will win the cup. Joe Willock was man of the match. And for Big Joe, what a player of the season for me. Yeah, I mean, Joe Linton had a great game tonight. But I thought Bruno was fantastic, by the way. Paul says, does anyone think Longstaff has turned into the old Miggy? Does the dirty work run around but can't finish? Yeah, he had a couple of chances. But you know what? We're not going to criticise anybody because they all played bloody well tonight. Stephen Field, we win or lose as a team, so put the sniping to bed. Missed chances on Saturday by many players. Let's stay in it. Do you know what, Stephen? Absolutely spot on, mate. Exactly spot on with that. And I believe you're new at the channel, mate. If you do, please hit the subscribe button. It's free to do so. But yeah, I totally agree with you. And do you know what? I'm going to store your comment for that because that is a brilliant comment, mate. That is absolutely right. We know Saturday showed us we haven't got the strength and depth, but that strength and depth will come eventually, guys. Just be patient. Be patient. Patience is a virtue, as my dad once said. Ches says Maxi wasn't on long, but anyone noticed how little Maxi dribbled, but how many times he opted for the cross or the pass? That should be credited before people see he needs to stop dribbling too much. Yeah, I noticed that as well, Ches, and that is probably again down to Eddie Howe, and he's probably told Maxi, look, yes, you've got great dribbling ability, we know that, but sometimes it's not always about dribbling, sometimes it's about the crosses, and maybe he's worked on that with the coach and staff as well. Hey, Tony says, Trolls. Hey, Trolls, hope you're well, and hope you're happy with that. And I bet you were happy Wood didn't get off the bench as well, Trolls. Wayne says, what a result. Strong as a Knox at the back and bring on the semis. Absolutely, Wayne. Absolutely, mate. We're in the semis, and do you know what? Can't wait for that draw tomorrow night. Get in. We won, Tony. Come on. Absolutely. You're on drugs, seriously. Clean up, man. I'm not on drugs, mate. I don't take the drugs, mate. I don't touch drugs. I'm just happy because we've got to a semi-final of a cup game. We haven't been in the semi-final for a long time, and I just think we've played absolutely brilliant. Gary says, it's funny when you think about Leicester went in, throwing the FA Cup. We did not, but we put them out of this cup. Yeah, I mean, Leicester won on Saturday in their cup tie against lower league opposition. We didn't. But you know what? This more than makes up for going out the FA Cup because we're in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. So, absolutely fantastic. Hi, Trolls. Fantastic win, says Paul. Paul talking to everybody else. Leslie, happy days, back to normal service and a clean sheet. Yeah, absolutely, Leslie. And everybody talking to each other there. Sefton, get well, Andrew, from all of us at Northwest Mags. Sharing the love. Sefton, Paul's asking if you'll send him a DM tomorrow for your site. Yeah, it's I can put it in here for you, Paul. Just bear with me, mate. There you go, Paul. I've put it in the chat there. The address for Northwest Mags. I'm still buzzing like mad, says Charles. Yeah, absolutely. We all are buzzing, aren't we? Hi, Andy. I feel the same, bud, but that win didn't half-lift me. Come on, the lads. Yeah, absolutely, Wayne. I totally agree with you, mate. I mean, yeah, what a win that was. I mean, fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. And, yeah, can't go wrong with that at all, can you? Trolls indeed, Les. I'm starting to worry. Next round, 2 partner through home and away. Yeah, it's 2 partner ports, 2-legged semi-finals, so it's a home and away leg. I'm not sure how that's drawn. Is it a home leg first and then away? I'm not sure. Is it because if we're drawn as the away team, that'll be the away leg first, I would imagine. Home leg second. So what's the best advantage? I would say probably the away leg first and then the home leg second. Who knows? Doesn't really matter. We play well home and away anyway these days. Paul says, what price to lift the cup? I'm not sure what the Carabao Cup prices are at the moment, Paul. But you know what? I can have a look and see what's on there. I mean, I can see if there's a price for us at the moment, but let's have a look. Sorry guys, while I just have a look into this and see if there's anything competitions. There we go. Carabao Cup. Man City are 5-6 favourites to win, followed by Man U at 5-2. We are 3-1 favourites to win the Carabao Cup. And Nottingham Forest and Wolves are 20-1, Southampton 40-1. So there you go. We are 3-1 to win the cup. So 3-1 Paul on Sky Bet. So if you want to put a couple of pound on that, you'll get £6 back. But yeah, why not? Have a go. We're 3-1. Not bad odds at the moment. How are the lads? Willock still needs to speed up his reactions and decisions up to keep up with the lads. Longstaff needs shooting practice. Other than that, brilliant performance. Bruno, Joe Linton's animals. Yeah. I mean, I agree with what you're saying. And do you know what? Willock's getting better, though. That's the thing. Willock's getting better. So let's see. Lagging, Tony? Not at all, mate. No. Joel says, guess I could change an electric car the way I'm buzzing. Charge an electric car the way I'm buzzing. Yeah, absolutely, mate. We absolutely beasted that game and could have been a lot more. Come on, Byrne, been down to see him score. It says Wayne. Yeah, totally agree, Wayne. What a game. And yeah, great to see Dan Byrne get his first goal for the club. Gary says, can imagine if we win the cup, it would mean Eddie has done one full season. The King Kevin couldn't do in 5 seasons, lol. Yeah, totally agree, Gary. I mean, if Eddie Howe wins the cup, Eddie's going to be the king, isn't he? So, yeah, what a guy. And I'll tell you what, if Eddie Howe isn't manager of the season this season, then I'm going to be very surprised at that. I've got Ian Toon Trainer on. Hi, Ian, I hope you're well, mate. He says, that was effing mint. One of the best atmospheres I've seen at St James's Park, mate. The whole team were class. Do you know what it is, Ian? It was absolutely fantastic that tonight. And yeah, long may it continue. Foxy says, for the shape of the team defensively, Joe Linton is huge for us. Really, you could pick any of them man the match. Joe Linton, probably just for the fact he scored and assisted. Yeah, I've got to agree, Foxy. I agree with you on that one. Skies gave it obviously to Bruno, but yeah, that was Andy Hinchcliffe, by the way, who gave it to Bruno. However, the lad says, don't underestimate what Keegan did for this club. No, definitely not. I mean, you know, this club got put on the map because of Keegan and John Hall. So, yeah, absolutely. We've got massive respect for Keegan. We always will have for Keegan, not only as a manager, but for also being a player as well. I mean, what a fantastic player he was at the club. Foxy says, could easily give it to Miggy for his overall performance and assist. Willock Bruno, also top level. Yeah, the whole team played absolutely fantastic tonight, and it was a breath of fresh air to see how well we played. But it just showed you that that team on Saturday is nowhere near the team that played tonight, that's for sure. I mean, I know you take a couple of the players out, but yeah, totally different team tonight. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. Right, I've got 56 watching, guys, so please smash those likes buttons. It really does help the channel up the search results and makes it found easier. So smash the likes, please, guys. There's 56 of you. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. It's free to do so. Helps the channel grow. And I am aiming to bring you some great content on this channel as well, as I've only been going since October 2022. So I've not been going very long. But, you know, thank you very much to everybody who's subscribed so far. And also, hit the bell notification. That tells you when I'm live, have an upcoming show, or any pre-recorded as well, guys. So thank you very much. But please don't forget to smash those likes. Thank you. So, trying to catch up with my comments here. Andrew says, that was one of those rare games where every player played well. Frustrating first half, didn't let their heads go down after not putting their chances away. Yeah, absolutely. It depends what Eddie Howe said to the team after the game at half time. Whatever he said to them, because after half time we came out and we were straight on the attack. I mean, Joe Linton got a corner, didn't he, within the first minute of the second half? So, yeah, brilliant. Tanji says, before the semi-final, both Manchester clubs have some tough games. FA Cup, European Footy 2, in amongst the semis. So who knows? It could be our year. That's the thing. It could be. Well and truly, Tanji. Well said, mate. Well said. Andrew says, winning is our drug. Let's all get high. Do you know what, Andrew? Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, I don't know why that guy said that I was high as a kid. I mean, I was not allowed to be high for some reason. We don't have to have drugs to be high. Yes, I might have had a few of them tonight, a few whiskies, but do you know what? Who cares? Who cares? Paul says off topic, but since PSG owners want to invest in an English club, have you noticed how everyone wants Middle East money? Do you know what, Paul? You're absolutely spot on, mate. I've noticed that now. I mean, Liverpool's up for sale. They're looking for a Middle East investor, as are Man U. And yeah, it certainly is weird now how everybody's wanting Middle East investments. Tony, don't listen to that, what was coming, Divvy, bud. Yeah, I know, Wayne. It's, I mean, I'm not being funny, Wayne, but we're allowed to be happy and high. And I'm generally a happy person anyway. I don't even need a drink to be happy. I'm always happy. So, yeah, they don't bother me, that's for sure. As long as my viewers enjoy what I put out to them, enjoy the content, I'll continue to put out the great content for my viewers. Mason. Hi, Mason. Hope you're well, mate. He says, hi, Tony. This is the best thing in my short time as a Toon fan. Mason, what was the atmosphere like? Let me know, mate. I bet you absolutely loved it tonight there. Paul says, hi, Tony. Got linked up with our owners. Oh, brilliant, Paul. So you got linked up. Excellent. Nice one. And he says, nice one, Tony. Thanks, Paul. Thank you very much, mate. Oh, that's for putting the thing in the chat for you, innit? Yeah. Cheers, Sefton. Sorry for the late greeting. Mason says if we get either Forest or Wolves, we could have a massive opportunity. Absolutely, Mason. Totally agree. That's what I'm saying. I would love Forest or Wolves in the semis. That would do us. Paul says away first, I think. Yeah, I think it is. That would be great, wouldn't it? Chess says, Tony, you're way too polite, mate. Get rid of that guy, that idiotic comment, pal. Thank you very much, Chess. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know what you mean, Chess. It was a silly comment from that guy. I just don't know what his comment was for because, sorry, allowed to be happy, and if you can't be happy for your own club, then it's. But that guy's gone now. He's been blocked. So there you go. So I've done it, Ches. Tangi says 92 with Bet365. Paul says straight to one. Yeah, that's with Sky, Paul. Gary says getting drawn home would be best as we get home advantage. Yes, it would be, yeah. But would you not rather have the home draw last? Then at least we've got the home game. So whatever happens in the away game, we've got the home game to put it right. Tony Beck, Sheffield Wednesday fan. Welcome aboard, mate. He says, well deserved Newcastle. Now go get the Manx. Thank you very much indeed, Tony. New to the channel, please smash the subscribe as well, mate, and the like button. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you. But yeah, do you know what? I've got a lot of respect for your fans because a lot of your fans have came on my channel and have been very respectful. And do you know what? I wish you all the best against Fleetwood in the next round. I think you should beat Fleetwood, if I'm honest. And then hopefully you'll get a home tie with a Premier League game or go to a Premier League round at least. But yeah, thanks very much for that comment. Do you know what? Sheffield Wednesday fans, sorry, I didn't mean to say Sheffield United, sorry. I meant Sheffield Wednesday fans. No, you've been absolutely fantastic. And yeah, every one of you that have been on my channel have been absolutely respectful. And I hope you get back in the Premier League one day because I tell you what, it would be a great league with Sheffield Wednesday in there. People talking to each other there. Big Bernie Lovett says, how are you the lads? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Burn was outstanding. Chaz talking to Paul. Stephen says, ideally, we would want Forest or Wolves, but not scared of anybody, so bring it on, and I have subscribed. Thank you very much, Stephen. Thank you. That's much appreciated, mate. Thank you. And yeah, some great content to come up as well. Trolls, was it now money? Oh, so Chess buddy talking to Chess. Ian says, Willock was class day for me and he did off the ball and was so valuable to us. Yes, he was. He was absolutely brilliant, wasn't he? Trolls, now was a foolish drug comment, mate. Yeah. The thing is, Chess, just because you're happy, people automatically think that's something more. Because you're happy, people think it's something different and you're on something, but you're not. You're allowed to be happy. The only drug that I like is Newcastle United, and that's the best drug for anybody. Willock's best game, says Julie. Yeah, absolutely. Wilson seemed a bit off tonight, a bit rusty, I guess. Yeah, I mean, had moments, but yeah, other than that, not a lot really was there. So, but at least one thing, Isak's coming back to fitness. Leslie says, no need to ask how you are tonight, Ian. Yeah, absolutely. Christopher says, what the haters will say if we win the cup, it's because of the money, etc., etc. What we will say is, if any of the man clubs win it, they've spent a few quid as well, haven't they? Do you know what it is, though? It's not just down to money, because that's unfair when people class us as being the money club, because yes, we spent money, but we haven't spent an awful lot of money. We haven't gone out there stupidly spending money. And when you think, players like this guy, Sean Longstaff, for instance, right? So you got Sean Longstaff, you've got Joe Linton, you've got Miggy, right? So these players here have all been improved by this guy, Eddie Howe. For what this guy's done to these players, he's made these players go from bang average to absolutely fantastic and world class, or, best in the Premier League. And it shows you the skills that this guy has as a manager. And remember, this guy as well, Eddie Howe, learnt his management trade from League Two. Yes, League Two, this guy learnt his management trade. So this guy deserves an awful lot of credit for what he's done in the game. And he is going to become a legend at Newcastle and one of our best managers we've ever had at the club. Leslie says, Trolls, I'm convinced. Okay, talking to Trolls. Paul says, I thought it was going to be one of them games where we don't take the chances. Could have been 6-0, man. So happy we scored 2. Main thing is, Paul, we're through at the semi-finals, and I think that's the main thing we wanted to do. See it. But at least we saw a great performance tonight. That's the thing. We saw a brilliant performance. Tanji says, Isak looking a bit sharp tonight. Did some decent runs. Hopefully he will come into form soon. Yeah, he will. I think he'll bang the goals in once he starts, mate. That's the thing. To all them that's watching, get subscribing to this channel. Thanks very much, Gary. Cheers, mate. It's much appreciated. Cheers talking to Les. And then people talking to Trolls. Imogen X. I was there today. It was a great atmosphere as always. Everyone had a good game despite the quiet first half. Loved Dan's goal and his celebration dressing room afterwards, lol. Yeah, what a fantastic game. Brilliant. I'm glad you were there. I bet the atmosphere was absolutely fantastic there, Imogen X. And yeah, welcome to the channel. Nice to see you on for the first time. If you please hit the subscribe button. It's really good to do that, and also hit the like as well. Thank you very much. And glad you had a great time at the game. Mason says, yes, it was magnificent. Oh, that's excellent, Mason. Thank you, mate. Cheers, talking to Les. Paul says, I wouldn't mind Man U next round if we get one of the Manchester clubs. I can see us getting a point at Old Trafford, then beat them at St James's. Yeah, get a draw down there, bring it back to St James's, and let's just beat them, take the job there. Paul says, I'd take anyone in the next round. Like semi and the final are both going to be very tough games. Yes, they are. John Wiseman, how happy does Big Dan Burn beating out scoring his first Newcastle goal? Yes, he was absolutely ecstatic, wasn't he, getting that first goal for Newcastle United? I mean, I think we've all been waiting for Dan Burn to get his first goal, and hopefully that's just the first one of many more to come. So let's hope Dan Burn scores a few more in that black and white shirt, because I'll tell you what, at left back, Dan Burn is playing bloody well, and he deserves to keep that shirt in the left back role as well. So yeah, and John, thank you for coming on my channel tonight. I hope you've hit that subscribe button, mate, and hope to see you more and more on the channel as well. Tanji says, yeah, if we get Man United in the final, I'd love it if we beat them. See Bruno's flange crying with poor Bruno and the cup in his hands. Yeah, I mean, that would be absolutely brilliant, wouldn't it, if we got Man U in the final and got them back for what they've done in the FA Cup and the Charity Shield as well. So, yeah, absolutely. Adrenaline, that's a drug, Tony. Winning is the best feeling in the world, bud. Absolutely, Wayne. Absolutely, mate. 100%. And Tony says, yeah, I've done it, mate. All the best and thanks. Liked and subbed. Thank you very much, Tony. And do you know what? Good luck on your team for the rest of the season. I really hope you get promoted out of that division, because you should have gone up last year. You should have beat the Mackhams at home. But you know what? Please go up this season, and I hope to see you in the Premier League, because, you know, Chef Wed used to always be a great team in the Premier League. Imogen X, your man the match. Do you know what? There was a lot of players out there who could have been man the match. I mean, Joe Linton, I thought, had a terrific game. Bruno had a great game as well. I mean, I'll give it to Bruno because he had so many chances. I mean, he did have chances to score as well. And some of the shots he had from outside the box, I mean, were fantastic. But, I mean, so many people could have had man the match. Dan Burn even. But, yeah, I've gone with Bruno on this one. And that's my man of the match. So, yeah, like I say, it was a hard decision, but I've gone with this guy. Bruno, man of the match for me, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. He was absolutely brilliant as well tonight. And I think more man of the match for this guy as well, for taking out the referee, because I thought that was absolutely brilliant, by the way. And glad Darren England saw the funny side of it as well. Okay, so let's get into some more comments. Right. Gary says, in reality, it all depends on who we get in the draw, Tony, mate. Yeah, it does. It depends who the draw. I mean, the draw's tomorrow night. I will do a cup draw, so please tune in for that tomorrow night. And yeah, we will see who we're getting the draw live, and it'll be live on here. And as soon as the draw's made, I will put out live who we've got. Ian says, I lost my voice singing and pulled a muscle in my back celebrating my son Tommy when Big Dan scored. Just got home and I'm just about to watch the match again on TV. What a belter. Do you know what, Ian? The times I've gone to the match and I've come home and I've hardly got any voice left, it's just amazing. But do you know what? I don't care, because that's part and parcel of going to the match and pulling a muscle in your back. Do you know what? The pain's all the more sweeter, the fact that we've won and we're in the semi-finals. But yeah, just take it easy, mate, with your back, because you only get one back. And yeah, and I bet Tommy is well over the moon as well. I can imagine. Monsieur Arteta, does anyone know who? John Seaman. I don't know who you mean, mate. But he's in timeout because I don't know who he is, and he's put loads of messages on who's this guy. So I don't know who he is. Paul says, pet hate other fans saying we only up the top because of the money, but yet Wolves, West Ham, Chelsea have all spent more than us this season. And do you know what it is, Paul? I totally agree with you. And the thing is, do you know what makes me laugh even more? The way Chelsea are out there panic buying, Badia Shield. They're now bringing Felix in on loan. And because we've According to Ben Jacobs, we're not going for Trossard. Apparently, they're in for Trossard now. Do you know what it is? Chelsea, I don't know what it is with their owner, Todd Bowley. I don't know if he doesn't know much about football or if he just thinks he wants to just spend, spend, spend. But you know what? If they spend and don't end up in European competition this season, they're screwed. Chelsea are screwed because I'll tell you now, there's going to be a lot of them players want away from Chelsea if they've not got no European football next season. So that's going to be an interesting watch. And I think Todd Bowley's skating on thin ice, as they say at the moment. Football edits, yes. Yeah, brilliant, mate. Nice to see you on here, mate. And please hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. If it's your first time. Tangius, tension seeker. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah. Football edit says I'd hate other fans saying we only top because of the money at Wolves, West Ham spent. Do you know what it is? I totally agree with you. And look where West Ham are. They've spent money and bought players in. They're languishing near the bottom. And do you know what? At the end of the day, we ain't spent a whole load of money because a lot of that squad were there before the owners came in. The likes of Joe Linton, the likes of Almiron, so, and the likes of Shaw as well, and Sean Longstaff. So technically, and Callum Wilson. So yeah, let people think what they want, but at the end of the day, we know as fans. Yeah, now Evo says Paul. We've got a lot of the same messages here. We don't need the same messages. Thanks. Had to block 2 spammers, says Paul. Oh, you had spammers as well, mate. Yeah, I think that's what this guy is. I'm going to have to put him in timeout, unfortunately, because it's just horrendous, isn't it? The amount of messages they're putting on. They don't need to put that many messages on, do they? But he seems to keep repeating it. That reminds me of watching the spam in the cover. I like it, Tangi. I like it. Wayne says, no freaking angers me. It's when clubs going about what we spent brass buttons compared to other clubs like City. For one, it's a freaking joke. Exactly. Do you know what it is, Wayne? I totally agree with you, mate. Absolutely spot on. Well done, Paul, says Sefton. Ian says, I State was absolute class. Yeah. Talking to Leslie. Paul says, Bruno needs to bleach his hair again. That's the only time he seems to score. Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you. Definitely. We've got Era from Ireland. We are Newcastle. Yes, we are. We are Newcastle. I'm a Newcastle United. And yeah, what a fantastic win. I hope you enjoyed the match tonight. And obviously, first time on my channel, please hit the subscribe button. That'd be great. Thank you very much indeed. Christopher Davis says, sorry to remind the Sheffield Wednesday fans that remember us beating them 8-0 and Big Al net in 5. Probably the most famous game against them for us. Yes, it was. Yeah, absolutely. And that was the first game under Sir Bobby Robson after Rudd Hullett left the club. So, yeah, absolutely brilliant. Stephen says, remember when we were 12 to 13 months ago, the future is bright, but it will take time. Expect disappointments, but we will get there. Yes, we will, Stephen. I totally agree with you, mate. I mean, look where we are. I mean, last season we were second bottom of the Premier League. Look where we are now. Third top in the Premier League and in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. What more could we ask for? SJ. Hope we get Wolves or Forest in the semis. Do you know what, SJ? I would love to get one of those in the semi-finals. That would be an ideal draw. Let the 2 Manchester clubs fight it out. Brilliant. Nice to see that you've come on my channel for the first time. Hope you come on more often. Please hit that subscribe. That'd be great. Thank you. Tony says, come on, you Gunners. Not in the semis, are they? They're not in the semis of the Carabao Cup. Tony, no, they didn't get that far, unfortunately. Julie says, Tottenham's had a bid for Trossard turned down. Yeah, well, you know what will happen now, Julie. Chelsea will go in and buy him, won't they? Aaron says, well done on the win tonight, mate. I would love to see us both of our clubs in the final. I would love to see us smash the Rags in the final too and make them mad. Do you know what, Aaron? I would love to see you and Man U are in the semis together. And then for us to meet Man City in the final, I think that would be a great match. And Tony says, yeah, don't remind us 8-0, lol. I still have nightmares, but love Shearer though. Nice one, mate. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah. It was just one of those games, unfortunately. Nothing on BBC. I think it's on ITV4, isn't it, the highlights, or ITV? Ian says, exactly, Tony. It's all part of the fun, mate. Absolutely. Absolutely, Ian. Troll says, hope you get far in the cup and get promoted, Tony Beck. Well said, mate. Well said. Yeah, all us Newcastle fans we don't have any animosity towards Sheffield Wednesday fans. Yeah, one of our fellow podcasters put a thing out and he was hit on the head by a can by one of the Sheffield Wednesday fans, but that's only a minority of the idiots. The majority of Sheffield Wednesday fans are quite nice people. And I remember when I went down there, when we played in the Championship, and I went down there Boxing Day 2009, and I'll tell you what, I never had any ounce of problems whatsoever. And I thought they were very, very welcome in there at Sheffield Wednesday. So, and that's going back like 14 years ago. Gary says, we are there because our secret weapon called Eddie Howe. Absolutely, Gary. Totally agree, 100% with you, mate. Andrew says, we are where we are because of a great coaching team spirit, salty fans don't know what they're talking about. That's the thing, Andrew. They don't know what they're talking about, and they've got to understand that at the end of the day, we are there on merit and because of our great coaching team. Christopher saying, thumbs up to Tony Beck. Block the spammers. Yeah. Spammer Linton says, Graham Gaffney. Hi, Graham. Hope you're well. Brand new at the channel. Please hit that subscribe, mate. That'd be great. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah, I mean, we've had quite a few spammers on here tonight. I mean, it's just absolutely crazy, isn't it? But yeah, guys, I mean, I've got 47 watching. Please smash those likes, please. It really does help the channel up the search results, and it does make the channel found a lot more easily as well. So absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much indeed for that. Troll says, Big Joe was a giant out there tonight. Yes, he was. Tangi, the time up. Let's do the burn dance again. Do you know? Let's do the burn dance again. Do you know what, Tangi? You've set something off. I'm going to star your comment because that's brilliant. And I'll tell you what, Tangi, you've just set something off there. I could see that going around the ground at St James's Park. Shall I try it again? Let's do the burn dance again. Let's do the burn dance again. Sorry, my singing's not great. I know I'm not going to make X Factor or Britain's Got Talent or whatever, and I know that. But do you know what? Brilliant. Brilliant. Love it. And Andrew, oh, for God's sake, just want me to... Are you trying to get me to sing tonight? Is that what it is, guys? If it's not Tangi, it's now Andrew trying to get me to sing. Burn, baby, burn, disco inferno. Yeah, that could take off, couldn't it? Yeah. Trolls, Chris, appreciate it. Yeah. Like I say, Tony, we've got some great fans. We don't hold any animosity towards you whatsoever. You deserved your win the other day, and, you know, well done to you. And I'll tell you what, Josh Windass, he took his 2 strikes really well. Rhythm is a dancer, Ben, he is a dancer. Oh, God, Trolls, don't you start trying to get me to sing as well. Jesus. What is this? He's turned this into a singing competition tonight, or what, guys? Ian says, I got through the replays channel, but can't get into that. He's talking to Leslie. Graham says, shout out to the Big Dan Burn. What an influence in the dressing room. Yeah, absolutely, Graham. And brilliant. And great to see you on my channel tonight, mate. Thank you. Please hit the subscribes. Julie says, Big Dan Burn has some moves. Yes, he does, doesn't he, just? Andrew says, what FA Cup? Yeah, absolutely, Andrew. Do you know what? Probably that would probably be a blessing in disguise that we're going out the FA Cup. Look what happened last season when we went out the FA Cup to Cambridge. We went on that amazing run and we finished 11th place. So look what we could do this season. Paul Stones, Eddie Howe is amazing potential in his first full season. We could be in Europe and the cup final. Do you know what? Yeah, that's absolutely brilliant, isn't it? And yeah, hats off to Eddie Howe for what he's done. NUFC Shane, hi mate, hope you're well. Brand new to the channel, please hit the subscribe, that'd be great. Sean Longstaff was class today. Tackles, interceptions, ground duels won. Yeah, he misses chances, but so did everyone. Charlie Madison wants to join too after that, Sean. Do you know what it is? I mean, who doesn't want to be part of Newcastle United at the minute? I mean, yeah, I agree with you, Sean. Longstaff was brilliant today. He was absolutely better today. Yeah, he missed chances. But you know what? Like you say, so does other people. It happens to the best of players. But you know what? He's getting back to his best he was under Rafa. And I believe once he does get there, we will see a different player in Sean Longstaff. And yeah, this guy would thrive at Newcastle United, I think. But I was thinking tonight when I was watching the match, and I kept seeing like little clips of him, and I don't know. And I was just thinking, maybe is this guy thinking, I would love to be part of this place, because he seemed to be in awe of the place. So I don't know, but guys, get your thoughts. And do you think Tielemans was thinking, I would love a bit of this, but who knows? Interesting. And nice to see you on here on the USC, Shane. Please hit the subscribe button and the like. That would be great. Thank you very much. Congratulations on 250 subs. Thank you very much, trolls. Hopefully on the way to 300 eventually. Leslie says, all good, Ian. Yeah. Tangy laughing. Yeah, that's because you're getting me bloody singing. That's why. Aaron says, we shall see. Likes, my dad would be super happy if he was beat us as he's a mag. Yeah, he would. Yeah, I'm sure he would be as well, wouldn't he, Aaron? So there you go, mate. Yeah. Ian says, Wednesday worked harder than us. We lacked cutting edge the other day. Today was a different team, different kettle of fish, but Wednesday deserved to go through for me, and good luck to them. Yeah, absolutely, Ian. Yeah. They deserved it all day. Oh, now, oh, God. Do you know what? You're all bloody starting me off, yeah. You're all wanting me to sing, aren't you? Right, okay. I'll have a go at this one in the UFC, Shane. Ooh, Trippier. Ooh, Trippier. Ooh, Trippier. There you go. But doesn't that sound... But then when Trippier gets a free kick, it's Kieran Trippier over the wall. Yeah, we know the score. Andrew, burn as a dancer, cabbage heat. Yeah, I don't think we'll be singing cabbage heat, that's for sure. We don't want to give him any more... we don't want to make his head swell anymore because he won't get through his front door then, will he? Burn as a dancer, chomping kebab, sorry. Oh, for God's sake, Andrew, Jesus, guy. What a guy. Breaking news, Steve Bruce said he recommended Dan Burn to sing. Oh, do you know what it is, Tanji? It's just stupidity. He recommended Eddie Howe. No, he didn't. And if he had the decency to walk away, he would have walked away. He wouldn't have waited to get sacked. So he's talking a load of crap out of his arse again, Steve Bruce. Trolls, welcome to the jungle. Welcome to Newcastle. We got fun and games. Yeah, absolutely. Scotty. Hi, Scotty. Hope you're well. First time to the channel. Please hit that subscribe. That would be great. Thank you. Wow, after the initial jubilation, it's not something we won, but how far have we come? Our fans, our club, the whole club. Do you know what it is, Scotty? We have come a hell of a long way in 12 months. Last year, we went out to Cambridge in the Cup. I was at that game. We were all down. I was at Then the week after, we played Watford. We were 1-up. I was at that game. Then they drew, and I thought, you know what? Is this going to be really our season? But things picked up, and we finished in 11th place. And look where we are this season. So from second bottom last season, we're now third top and in the semi-finals of a major competition. What could be better? Let's hope we can take this one step further, go and win this trophy, and yeah. And Do you know what? If we won the trophy, finishing the top four, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Paul says rather Madison. According to Bruce, Eddie only came to Newcastle because of him. Yeah. I mean, how deluded is Steve Bruce, honestly? Scotty says Mason from the cleaner to Eddie. Yeah, absolutely, Scotty. Totally agree. Gary says, yes, it was a 9-game unbeaten run, Tony. Yeah, it was. Julie says, I'd rather we got Madison as well. Yeah, absolutely. Monsieur, hi. Hi to you as well, Monsieur. Hope you're well. But sorry, mate, I've got to put you in timeout because you got too many comments on there again, and you're filling up the chat with comments. Julie Kieran tripped you over the wall. Yeah, absolutely. Right, got him off now. He's gone. I think he's just a spammer, isn't he? Sorry, Tony, bit pain. Just replying that once you're skying up the Gunners. Hence, they're not in the Carabao Cup, are they? No, Scousers aren't. Sorry, Arsenal's not the Carabao Cup. No, neither is Scousers either. So yeah, great show, Tony. Catch it tomorrow, Leslie. Yeah, I'll be wrapping up soon. Ian says, "Hi, Tony. First time on your channel. Great result. Thought Joe Linton was immense." Ian, thank you very much, mate. I hope you've hit that subscribe button. Yeah, Joe Linton was brilliant tonight, mate. Absolutely fantastic. The whole team was fantastic. It was a totally different team to what we played against Sheffield Wednesday, and it showed the class that we have in that team. But yeah, brilliant. I thought Bruno was fantastic as well, along with Willock, Dan Burn. The whole team was fantastic. But yeah, and hope you enjoyed the game, mate, as well. Christopher says, Dan Burn reminds me of Linus Jill Scott, the male version, of course. Yeah, absolutely. I know what you mean, mate. Yeah, definitely. Wayne says, Tielemans, Tony, yes, but I bet he wished he was playing for the tune. I think he does, I think he looks at that and thinks, yeah. Aaron the Brit, see you later, Tony, mate. Take care. Thank you very much, Aaron. See you later, mate. Paul says, did anyone see Sean Casey tweet about Bruce and Bruno? I think Casey talks shite. That tweet made me laugh. I haven't seen the tweet, to be fair, but I'll have to check it out. What's that month? I haven't got a clue, Tony, to be fair. I've blocked him anyway. David says, really enjoyed the match tonight. I was there. Oh, nice one, mate. Nice one. Brilliant. Ian says, honestly, Tony, I wouldn't bother with Tielemans after tonight's performance. One game down doesn't make a bad player, but obviously I don't think he suits our style of play. Madison, though, I'd have him yeah, I see what you mean, Ian. I mean, I know Tielemans, he goes missing, but then again, under Eddie Howe, he could be a different player altogether. Who knows? That's the thing. Eddie Howe brings the best out of these players, doesn't he? I mean, so yeah. I mean, who knows? But we shall see who comes in the January window, that's for sure. Guys, I've got 44 watching, so please hit the like buttons. It really does help the channel up the search results, so please give the likes a smash. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, then please hit the subscribe button. It's free to do so, helps the channel grow. And also, bell notification tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows as well. So, let's get back into some more comments. Paul says, Bruce, I was walking down the Copacabana in 2006, seen a kid playing football, he was excellent. I said, you'll play for Newcastle someday. Turns out it was Bruno. Oh, God's sake. Do you know what? Everybody's picking up on this tonight. And do you know what? This is since I said this in my show about Bruno. Non-stop J football. Hi, mate. Hope you're well. Brand new at the channel. Please hit the subscribe. That'd be great. Thank you. Kavicia Kvartashilia. Fantastic player. Yes, he is a fantastic player, and you know what? I'd love to see him at St James's Park, but I can't see Napoli letting him go, unfortunately. And you know what? That's John Sinclair's favourite player, and I don't think Napoli will let him go. That's the problem. Tony says, got a feeling we'll not hold on to Windows for too long, Tony. Anyway, it's about you boys tonight. We've still got a lot of work to do. Join you in the big time. Yeah, absolutely, mate. But, you might get there one day and hope you will. Great show, Tony. Auf Wiedersehen, chat. Tell me, ma'am, I won't be on for tea. Yeah, good night, Sefton. I'm wrapping up in a moment as well, mate. Andrew, great show tonight, Tony. And all. Yeah, so guys, absolutely fantastic. Great banter tonight in the chat. I was only going to come on and do a short show. Short shows turn out to be an hour and 20 minutes. But guys, if you like what you see, please hit the like button. It really does help the channel up the search results. So smash those likes on your way out of here. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, then please hit the subscribe button. It's free to do so. Helps my channel grow. And also the bell notification tells you when I've got any live shows, upcoming shows, or pre-records on there as well. So I'm on my way to 300 subscribers. So I would like to hit the 300 subscribers at some point. I'm a big fan of Maxim. Was he injured Saturday? He was out with an illness on Saturday, Tony. That's the thing. So hopefully, yeah. So hopefully he's over that illness now. But he played okay tonight when he came on, and yeah, great. Thank you very much. Thiago Alcantara. Yeah, he plays for Liverpool, doesn't he? He's not a bad passer of the ball, is he? Tangi, I thought it was interesting to see Dan Ashworth on Sky, putting everyone in the picture. Yeah, absolutely. And he said, there's nothing that rules them out. If a player comes along, then they'll be in for him. Sorry, Maxim. Yeah, I knew who you meant. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong there, Tony. The Eddie effect is something else. Like, yeah, absolutely, Ian. Totally agree, mate. And yeah. Right, guys. Well, so Newcastle United have beat Leicester City 2-0 in the Carabao Cup. And thanks to goals from Big Dan Byrne and Joe Linton. And we march on to the semi-finals now. Wayne says, smash the likes, lads. It's easier than blinking. Thank you very much, Wayne. And Ian says, top win, Tony. Top show. See you soon, mate. See you soon, Ian. Take care, mate. Good lad, buddy. And yeah. Another comments come in. Andrew. Night all. Night, Andrew. Hope you have a nice night, mate. But yeah, guys. Yeah, I'm off to bed. I've got to get up for work in the morning as well. But yeah. Remember, guys, stay safe. But we're in the Carabao Cup semi-final. And let's see who we get in the draw tomorrow night. Until then, I will see you tomorrow. And good night all. And enjoy the rest of your night. Bye-bye for now.